This is Mark Bell from supertraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West, answering more questions today for the Power Project. Got a question today from PJ Dundas off of the Super Training Facebook page, and he wants to know, he read an article from Louis Simmons that says only higher ranked lifters should utilize bands. And he wants to know what the hell does that mean, higher ranked. What type of weights should you be hitting to be considered a higher ranked lifter? I do not recall ever seeing what you mentioned, although it probably is in an article. I'm not accusing you of lying by any means, but I just don't recall. I've read a lot, read a lot of his stuff, and then talking to Louis and so on. I would imagine that is a older article. It is my belief and my opinion that hopping in with bands and chains is okay. Maybe not right away. You should have some lifting base, but it's fun. Screw it. Get involved. Get into it. Get underneath the bar. If you're already handling resistance training, what's a band gonna do? What's a chain gonna do that you're not already used to? I mean, yeah, it accommodates resistance and it makes the weights heavier at the top, lighter at the bottom, but it makes the weights more optimal for certain things. So it's just another tool in the toolbox, and it can be utilized for anybody, whether you're new or old or otherwise. That's my opinion. Sometimes Lou and I have different opinions on things, but that's okay. It's all about getting better. It's all about making progress, and it's all about your own experiences. And in my experience, a lot of times when I show someone how to use a band, it helps them a ton because they learn how to get their bodies tight. So even if it's an athlete that can only squat 225, if I give them 135 and about 50 pounds of band tension, they start to kind of lock that sucker in, and they squat it much differently than they would if it was just regular 135 pounds. So when's the time to get involved with bands and chains? The time is now, my friend. So let's get into the next question. This guy says he owns a CrossFit, and he said every time he turns on his phone, he's getting some wisdom kicked his way from yours truly and from supertraining.tv, and he loves it. And I want to take a second to thank my boy, Jim McDonald, for putting together supertraining.tv. It takes a lot of hard work. It's a giant pain in the ass, and he's doing a great job with it. I've been getting a lot of this lately where people are not even asking questions anymore. People are just telling me how much they love it, and people are telling me about their progress. Share that on the Super Training fan page. Go on the Super Training fan page for Facebook, and write in your experience. Write in the benefits that you've been noticing from supertraining.tv and from the Power Project. That'll only help enhance everything, will help everything grow. And that's what we're after. I actually just had an executive from Sony tell my brother the other day that he tunes in to the Power Project nearly every single day. And he doesn't even power lift. You know who you are out there. Anyway, that's the type of responses we're getting, and that's exactly what I'm after. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Somebody asked a question just right here. They said, what's your goal with the weight loss? The goal with the weight loss is to get to the 242-pound weight class, and the goal is to stay a bad mofo and lift big weights. So that's the goal. The goal isn't to be all ripped and tan and vascular, although that's fun. That's a side effect of the diet itself. The goal is to drop a bunch of weight, be healthier, and still kick ass in a lighter weight class. I've squatted over 1,000 pounds at super heavyweight, 308, 275. I'm going to do it again at 242. I bench pressed over 800 pounds at 275, 308, and super heavyweight. I'm going to do it again at 242. And I've never deadlifted 800 pounds, but for the first time, I'm going to do it when I weigh 242. And hopefully, I can put the pieces of the puzzle together to go after an all-time total, which the all-time total record is 2695. My best total at 275 is 2601. My best total at 308 is 2628. So it's going to be a hell of a battle to drop weight and to gain that much strength. I need, 72 more pounds on my total. That's a lot. That's no easy task. So we will see what will happen. Out of respect for the current world record holder and the guys beneath him, I will not make any statement on exactly what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to try to do it, and hopefully I get the job done. If I don't get the job done the first time, I will try again and again and again. But I know it's going to be an uphill battle. It's going to be brutal, and I'm ready for it. I'm excited about it. Let's see. We had another question here somewhere. Oh, how could I forget? Somebody had a question about 531. Again, you guys always ask questions about 531. 531 is programmed by Jim Wendler. Google his name, look it up, look up 531. It's a good program. You guys keep asking about it. There you have it. It's a good program. Check it out. Buy his book. Don't be a dirtbag. Don't steal. His book is not expensive. Buy his book. Don't be a dirtbag. Buy his book. Don't be a dirtbag. If you want more information on training and the conjugate system and the Westside Barbell Method, check out the Westside Barbell Book of Methods. Don't be a dirtbag. Don't steal. Buy it. Purchase it. Go on these websites and purchase their items. It'll all come back to you in the end. And it will all come back to bite you in the ass in the end. No, but just think about it this way. If you're in this field, if you're into fitness and you're into strength training, there's going to be a day, probably somewhere down the road, where you want to open a gym, or you want to write a book, or you want to do something involving the fitness world, and you wouldn't want people stealing from you. I already got people stealing ideas from me, and I just think it's funny, because I know they're dirtbags, and I know they can't touch me. So, anyway, think about that the next time you see that you can download a book for free. Don't do it. Purchase it. Jim Wendler's book, 531. It's a good book. Conjugate System, Westside Barbell Book of Methods by Louis Simmons off of westsidebarbell.com. I recommend it all the time, every time I can. That's a great book as well. And that is it from supertraining.tv. Later.